I'm a student at a school that I focus on screenwriting at, and right now I'm going to talk a little bit about how the basics of writing a screenplay. So, first, obviously, you want to come up with an original idea, something that has an arc. So, people usually look for characters who, at the beginning, are of the story are stuck in their ways. Then something comes in where they have to change or a problem occurs, and then the whole plot of the screenplay usually is them overcoming something, overcoming that problem or finding a way to change, and at the end they are no longer the person that they were in the beginning. So usually screenplays go through a 3-act structure. The first act is just setting up what this main character is like, or what the main characters are like. Usually about 20 minutes into the movie, you know, or 20 pages in the case of a screenplay, you know what the movie is going to be about. So you introduce a problem. Then at the very end of Act 1, about 30 minutes or 30 pages in, you want to have your character be threatened by whatever is going to change them. Then in Act 2 is where the most tension occurs in the movie. So your character is trying to make changes, eventually makes like some sort of action to do something to fight what they're fighting against, either what's trying to change them or themselves. And then the third act is at the end, where that is where the highest point of tension occurs between the second and third act. And in the third act, it gets resolved and the character changes forever. So you can see this like a lot in like any Hollywood movie, like Rain Man or something. At the beginning, the main character is really selfish, then his brother gets introduced who has autism, and it threatens who he is because he didn't know that he had a brother. And in the second act, he starts to change and starts to warm up to his brother, and his personality changes even, and in the end everything's resolved and he's never the same. So yeah, that's basically how a movie works at its core. Obviously there's a lot of different ways you can do it, and you can always think outside the box, but that's what I was taught at school. Yeah.